Delea again with part 2 on the video between Marley and Anne. And I covered the first part, his observation of her, and this is more information that he offered to her to help her in her life. And I have to say, I do know this horse and this human, and I was surprised at the information that he gave in the reading because it's not how I interpret her. I did not see a lot of these things that he's talking about. Wasn't mine to see. It's not for me. It's for the two of them. And I have to say, this horse and human partnership is truly a love story. They have had everything that's involved in love stories: hardships, challenges, betrayals, separation, loss, reuniting, rekindling. Their story is truly a love story. And this is something else he observed from her. You are not who you once were, yet you live with the restrictions that you gave to yourself, with the armor that you've gathered to your heart. Thinking with your mind that you will be open-hearted is not the same as being open-hearted. You cannot think your way to your heart. You feel your way there. By allowing the armor to fall aside, by being willing to let the truth be known, by allowing yourself to acknowledge that you are not your reputation. I found this to be such brilliant advice from any psychologist out there, any counselor out there. It's easy to, what we do call, paint ourselves into a corner. And I've done this multiple times in my life where you define yourself. You show up as this person or as this being in this situation, and you make it who you are, your story. And he has observed this with her, and he has observed that she aligns with her reputation. So, very interesting here. He says, you resist this because you have forgotten how to live by your heart. You decided that your mind was to be trusted instead. That was not your idea. It was pushed upon you by someone that did not honor you. And in your obliviousness, you submitted to their description of who they needed you to be. And in your unawareness, you still agree to honor their rebuke and dishonor yourself. So he has picked up, I don't know if he was witness to this at some point in their relationship. They've been together many, many years, or if he just read the energy within her. But he sees her vulnerability. He sees where her damage is, and he brings it to her attention. This is something that horses often do in a soul purpose reading. He says, your tendency to remain the rebel has cost you much happiness. The habit of pushing against things not in alignment with your thoughts furthers the feelings of isolation and alienation. You do not need to be in agreement with others to maintain your independence or your way of doing or being. There is no need for battle here, just the allowing of differences. And I wanted to stop there because what he sees within her is that she thinks if you don't agree that there's going to be a battle. If you're not in alignment, that there's a battle, rather than just trusting herself that what she chooses and what she thinks is right for her and just letting other people be. Instead, she rises to battle about those things, especially in intimate relationships within her life. And Marley was spot on about picking this out. He says, it is the color of life, a kaleidoscope of beauty instead of the monochrome of monotony. Someone else does not have to be wrong in order for you to be safe in your own thinking. That is an illusion, one that haunts you daily. And he didn't say for you to be safe in your own beliefs or in your own space. He says someone else does not have to be wrong in order for you to be safe in your own thinking. And it's not about being wrong in your own thinking. It was about being safe. So what he's calling her to do is trust and honor what it is that she believes on a deep level within herself. So this is video 2, and look for video 3 for Marley and Anne. Thanks for joining me. I'm Delea, True North Equestrians.